What's up, you guys? It's Erica Madera. I'm here with Camille. Look how beautiful she is.
I can't stand you right now.
What's my catchphrase? Oh, I'm back. You knew I never leave you alone. Camille's here, hanging out with us. We're at Oakland. It's so, look at how gorgeous you, look at you. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day.
When you left your house?
Mama, I took the East Bay for granted.
You really did. Y'all are freezing your asses off in San Francisco all the time, and I'm like, see, this is why.
I've been trying
all my
to.
friends moved to the city. I have no friends anymore, and it's freezing fucking cold all day long.
I've been saying every day that I'm out there, I'm like, just become one.
It's warm.
Just become one with the wind.
What are you talking about? I'm like,
Just
freezing.
become one with the wind. I am Ong. All I know is I took it for granted, and it's so beautiful in Oakland
I'm
today.
gonna start recruiting y'all to come over and hang out with me here.
Oakland, I don't know, literally just to stay warm. Okay, we're gonna eat tacos.
God, you're so complicated.
We're gonna eat our favorite Rico.
I also didn't have them open our beers, so I don't know.
Rico nasty. We're gonna eat. We'll be back. We would've got ready.
On Friday, so I have like till Monday to get it together.
We would've got ready. Well, I got ready hella fast today because I hadn't slept, but I thought I was looking like a drag queen, but everybody out here is. I guess they like drag queens. They're complimenting me.
Feeling like a drag queen. Oh, I don't have sanitizer.
I never seen one like that before.
Like I've trained her well. Like I'm going to this house. Here's the address. If he's a weirdo, this is where I am. I immediately check find my friends. You're already there, and then 2 minutes later, I get a text like, "He's cool. I'm fine." And I was like, "Okay, thank you."
Well, I had to let you know. Keep me safe.
Thank God. Let's wait. We have stories.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's wait.
So stop talking.
Okay.
What do you want to do? Camille's nervous about vlogging. I don't know why. She's like, when there's like 5 of us vlogging, it's not a problem. As if every time we vlog with our friends, it's not just us. And
I feel like I'm just more like nervous to like see people I know from work or shit, like just like out and about, and I'm just like, fuck.
I'll wave. Hey guys. Hey.
How y'all doing?
Are we gonna address the weight loss journey that you had since the previous video?
Well, true, because it was a major storyline in just our personal lives.
Yeah, so if you guys watched, click the link up top, the cabin vlog with everybody, with the whole family. Camille doesn't look like that anymore. Everybody's beautiful in the skin you're in, but
Tell them what you said. Tell them what you said to me before we watched it.
well, Camille
You called me and said the following.
Camille she loves to talk about.
I've been on Concerta for 2 months.
She loves to talk about how she's gained weight since she was younger and how she hates it, and it's so hard for her.
I only ever complain about that.
And so I've always saw her as so beautiful and didn't really see it or didn't really notice.
No, you just refused to believe me, and I was telling you the whole time, no, bitch, this ain't it.
Well, I think it was like a frog in the pot type of thing.
I think it was drag queen's an idiom.
The pot gets more boiling, but it's slow, so the frog doesn't know when the frog burns to death.
Oh.
I'm the frog in this situation. So no, you've always been gorgeous. You've just lost a bunch of weight, and now you feel good, and you look really fucking good.
I was really thinking that yesterday, I was like driving to work, like so happy that I've lost 13 pounds and like putting on muscle and just like finally starting to get the body out. I was like, if I fucking knew, I would have been begging for Concerta years ago.
Oh yeah, she's on Concerta, but also you've been working out.
Like low key,
with your Peloton and shit.
Most of it was just consistently taking Concerta.
We're not advocating for that no.
Yes, we fucking
no. So I told her when I was editing the cabin vlog, where we lost our friends in the woods, that I was like, "Are you sure you want to watch this?"
No. You called me and said, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I didn't believe you." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And you were like, "I just watched the cabin vlog, and like, I know you're gonna hate it when you watch it, because when you tell me that you're not skinny or like you complain about it, like I'm never gonna bother you again about it because you were right." Like,
yeah, I'll let you talk. I guess I just didn't know or refused to acknowledge. I don't know. I always thought you were beautiful, but
you literally were like,
You are more beautiful now.
You were like, if you ever tell me you're fat ever again, I'm gonna believe you. And I was like, thank you. Like, this is what I needed.
Let your friends complain.
That's just all I wanted to hear was like, yes, bitch, you were, but you're not anymore.
You're
not
really...
as much anymore.
You're really not anymore.
Not as much anymore.
And then give it working out every day during summer.
Fingers crossed, yeah.
Shot girl summer.
Shot girl summer.
So anyways, back to what we were saying.
What were we
how did that come up?
I don't know. Oh, we were watching the cabin vlog.
We were talking about how when you had sex with someone and then your friend goes ahead and has sex with that person, and I was like, is that like breaking like friend code to like fuck your sloppy seconds or whatever? And she goes, well, think about it this way. It's like if someone has sex with Sam, who we have a whole episode on the Gag Is podcast, Dating
Wait,
Fucking
when
Sucks.
Did you find this out? I literally shook.
So she goes, yeah, that's like if someone, had sex with Sam, who I dated for like a month or so. And I go, oh, Sam.
More than a month.
No, it was literally a month. It just felt like...
No, it was more than a month. The lake smells. It was more than a month. I would put money on it.
Look at the beautiful lake.
There was so much time because there was like... Well, maybe like the actual relationship and duration, but then all the time that you like broke in the house and all that took long.
That was broke in the house. We'll just casually
the time you
gloss over that. So I go, oh, Sam, the one who's a woman now? And she goes, what?
Cue jaw drop.
Yeah.
Jaw drop. Picked up off the floor.
I am definitely one of those tea girls who dates a man who just wants to date me because he also wants to transition.
No.
Which is a thing.
No, I need the full explanation because literally how?
So I've had this information for like 5 months or something.
I can't stand when you do this shit either. I really can't stand it. It's like, it's not fair that you don't just tell me when you know. Because then I want to know.
I think I was saving it for a podcast episode.
Who has the kind of where you save information from the other person to be like, well, this is content for a podcast we never fucking record, but... Well,
I enjoy your what is the word? Your authentic reaction.
Well, yeah, this was definitely content for a vlog, for sure, just based on shock value.
So, yeah, my ex transitioned. He or she.
When did you find this out and how? Start from the beginning, end at the end.
It was after me and Jerry broke up because I was on Grindr.
Okay.
And I was just like chilling.
Seen it on Grindr?
Oh, this is right before I started hanging out with Nesta. Because me and Nesta like saw each other on Grindr, and that's how we started like hanging out and being friends. Because I put in my profile that I'm only looking for photographers. That's when Nesta's like, "Oh, you should let me take pictures of you." But in that same couple days, because I only have Grindr for like a couple days at a time, Sam hits me up and sees me and goes, "Oh my God, you look so beautiful. I haven't seen you in so long.
Oh my God.
You look so good.
Stop.
By the way, I'm a girl now. Are you still mad at me? Can we please hang out and spend time together?"
Oh my God.
Yes. And then he texts me because he still had my number, or she. Sorry.
I'm so tripping. Oh. Also, I'm not the only one.
Let me not misgender anybody. Lionel is the Charlie Brown that holds the blankie behind him.
No, that's Linus.
Oh, sorry, Linus.
Everyone knows it's Linus.
Lionel. My bad. Why the fuck you Lionel?
Jesus, it's a moment. We have an audience. Welcome
to our two-woman show. It's a packed crowd.
It's a packed crowd. My mom in Canada. Oh look, some Canadian geese.
When her and her mom went to Canada, she looks up in the sky and goes,
"No, they were out. We were like out at a park like this." And mom goes, "Oh my God, look, some Canadian geese." I said, "No, mom, they're just geese here." It was like the best moment of my life. It was like, "No, bitch, you got this dead wrong, and I'm right."
If you look back in the vlogs that we do with Camille, take a shot every time she says something shady about her mom.
No, bitch, I screenshot and sent her the shit you said about her the other day about...
what did I say?
I know I told you that to never buy me things again, so I went to the TJ Maxx clearance section. The way Erica roasts you is so fulfilling.
Well, her mom always buys her stuff that she hates.
I beg her not to shop for me, and this bitch really tried to have me out in Dubai in some some TJ Maxx clearance. So you need to be fashionable and stylish in Dubai. Like, bitch, nothing you bought for me was fashionable or stylish.
And I was like, why all these TJ Maxx dresses? You were like, my mom really thinks that I'm going to be so hot in Dubai that I'm only going to need to be wearing TJ Maxx clearance maxi dresses. And then she gave the dress to me.
But it looks amazing.
It looks amazing on me. I take all your maxi dresses.
It just wasn't the dress for Dubai. It just wasn't the dress for Dubai, but it's a very cute dress nonetheless.
This is your maxi dress that you gave me. I take all your maxi dresses.
Which I used to shop thinking I was tall and skinny. And now I'm just skinny.
Yeah, yes! This is a big moment. You haven't said that since fucking Chico's thing.
I haven't said that ever.
Yes, it's true. Wow, big moment. Okay, let me set this up. So recap, Sam is a woman.
Takeaways. Sam is a woman. Camille a bitch lost 13 pounds.
There's a lot going on. Even though Sam's been a woman, I just never told you. So then I'm looking through her pictures, and she hasn't changed much, but neither have I, so I can't talk shit. Then I blocked her because I just couldn't.
Yeah, move on.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't
Blockiana.
because she was like, "Oh, do you forgive me?" Because she was a bitch to me for sure.
Before or after I broke into your house and caught you with, what did you used to call that woman?
Like, I can I say that I broke into someone's house? Is that illegal?
I mean, I think we're past it. I've said it twice.
So I broke into his house. I didn't break in. The window was open.
Yeah.
I didn't break anything.
No.
I just climbed through the window.
Yeah.
But he at the time fucking blocked me and didn't want to speak to me and just fucking disappeared after we were dating. So I broke into his house. Nicholas helped me.
I think it's more like forced entry. I don't think he really broke it.
No. And yeah, it was like it was like just two exes working it out. And I went with Nicholas, and Nicholas goes, "Oh my God, the window, it's open." And then he puts his hands like this and goes, "Step up." And I'm like, "Okay." But I missed him. I was sad because he broke up with me on Valentine's Day.
Never take life advice from Nicholas.
Now we know. So she was like, "Do you forgive me?" And I'm like thinking in my head, no. Also, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to be like, this is my ex-girlfriend.
Let's rekindle something. No,
and it was saying that she was like a lesbian or like attracted to trans women. I guess she was on Grindr looking for women still, but she was just also a woman, which is a very common thing that I'm realizing, that a lot of trans women are attracted to other women, cis and trans women. So there would be lesbian trans women. Lesbians everywhere. Queens everywhere. God is a woman, my ex is a woman. We switched the angle.
Okay, so 2 Fridays ago, I go out on this date. And he's really cute and normal and nice and like smart and good job and like seems like he has a good head on his shoulders. Nice guy. Lives in the city, like lives alone, has a nice Audi, whatever, you know. Check. Good things. Okay. We go out, it's cute, whatever. We go back to my house, we hang out, you know, things were said. Things were
Wait, was this after this wasn't the one after the city, right? This was
before that. This is before that.
Oh.
So
there's two.
Okay, so we hang out. He gets home the next morning and says, "Why? Do you know why the drinks were $52?" And I was like, well, you had 2 and I had 2, and I ordered Don Julio, like
1942.
No, just Don Julio silver, just a silver margarita.
Then why were they?
They were like big drinks though. They were like a full glass.
Okay.
But I'm like, okay, that's weird. He goes, oh, okay, and then acts like it's like not a big deal. Whatever, moves on. I'm like, okay. And then the next couple of days later, whatever, is Mother's Day, and then he says to me on Mother's Day, like in the morning, "So when are you taking me out?" I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like,
out back, maybe.
To the steakhouse. And he's like, I've just never had, like, when are we going out and you're paying for dinner? And I'm like,
after the first day?
Yes. I'm like, what? Like, and I'm starting to think that I'm fucking crazy. I'm like, is this like a normal like thing? And I'm asking.
You can't even go on a first date anymore and get paid for without it being.
So he's like, oh yeah, well I've never had a girl not offer to pay for the second date. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but if they offer to pay, that's one thing, but you don't set it up in advance to be like, we're going out and you're paying for the second date. Like, it was very broke to me, like giving broke. Okay.
First of all, just wait for you to ask him out. Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like,
you would. You easily.
Totally would. If I like
you,
give you
a few days. You'd be like, "Do you want to go out?"
If I like you, I'll break you the fuck off. It's no big deal. But like, so he says that, and I'm just so off put. And he goes, "What are you trying to say? Like, you've never paid for a date before?" And I said, "No, I've paid for dates before. I've just never had someone straight up ask me prior to the second date
them on a date
to pay for it." Yeah. And he goes, then he says this. well, my ex was a doctor, so that was never an issue. I said,
What?
In my head, I'm like, then why the fuck isn't she with you, taking you out on dates then if that's the issue? It's giving broke, okay? And second,
That is giving
he
broke.
wore to the date.
Why did he say that about his ex?
Oh
That's
my
so
God,
weird.
so messy. Okay, so, and also, on the date, like, I finally figured out casual. Everyone knows I don't know how to be casual. I finally figured out, like, a cute little casual, situation. It's a Friday night. We're just going to, like, drinks. I'm like, be casual.
The red dress?
The red dress.
Yeah.
But it's the white one. I have it in 2 colors.
Oh, cute.
That and a jean jacket and, like, some jewelry, good hair, good makeup. Nothing over the top. Sandals, flat sandals, okay? Nothing bouge. He wore a cow zip-up track jacket, cow track pants, and let me tell you, there are 10 pictures on his Instagram, and this cow jacket is in 6 of them. I'm like, you don't have any other clothes? And then I pointed this out to someone else, and he goes, you could lease a fucking Audi. And I was like, this is a good...
Oh my God! Every
fool
time I see that now, I'm like,
stunting.
I'm sure they're leasing it.
This fool is stunting for the gram and then asking girls to take him and pay for second dates. And then, so then he gets all kinds of aggressive and disrespectful with me. Okay, weird as fuck. I'm ignoring him because I'm out on Mother's Day with my mother in Napa and my whole family.
Yeah.
Later on, 2 hours later, after he
So
spazzes
weird.
the fuck out on me over text, I'm just like ignoring it. Like, I'll block him later. I'm busy in the moment, having fun with my parents and my mom, my brother.
Yeah.
He texts me back and says, I'm so sorry about how I freaked out, blah, 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 blah. When do you want to go out again? I'd love to see you again, all this shit. And I said, okay, yeah, like, I didn't know what was wrong with you, but, like, figured you were having kind of a moment. I was like, I was like, maybe it's just me, but I've never had a man not offer to pay for, like, everything. And I don't know if that's, like, weird or rude, but, like, that's just, I'm not saying, like, oh, yeah, everyone offers to pay for me shit, but they do. Like, it's weird not to.
It's not weird if it's, like, the 4th or 5th date. Yeah, you know what I mean?
When you get to a place
it's like you just met.
Right. So then 20 minutes later, after he sends this whole apology text, he's like, so can we go to Mastro's? Mastro's Steakhouse in the city is so fucking expensive. I'm like, you must think I was born yesterday.
Wait, is he still assuming that you're paying?
Yes. After he apologized.
So he said, I'm so sorry.
I'll
see you this Saturday.
Yeah, assumes that I'm
on your bill.
I said, block Iana, block Iana, blocked him on Instagram. And when
Also,
I went to go block him
hungry.
on Instagram, oh my God. When I went to go block him on Instagram, he had already blocked me. I was like, this motherfucker.
What?
Yes.
Before you even said
Yes,
anything?
Psycho.
What?
Turned out to be a whole ass psycho.
Tell me
Anyways,
about
I
this
went
guy.
over to that other guy's house. Girl,
This
when
was
I
after
tell
the
you,
club.
After the club.
We went to Barbosa Lounge.
I accidentally bought $560 with 1942.
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
So we're at the bar, and
Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
this
Stop
feels
it.
like it's you kind of feel like you're in the moment because everyone's
We haven't been to a fucking
vaccinated.
bar in
We
a
haven't been to
club
a bar in a club
over a
in
year.
yeah.
I just got
So
excited.
Camille started getting
Ordering
excited.
Everyone 1940 shoe shots. Here, the bartender wants one. You have one. The bar back wants one. You have one.
She starts buying drinks. Starts buying 1942 shots because she came over. She was like, I bought the whole bar staff drinks or
It was
shots.
like 4 people.
So I was thinking she got them some well shots.
No.
Some
I didn't know the
cazadores.
fucking 42 was
Some
that expensive per
hornitos.
shot. I was just
But she was buying
I was
everyone
bawling.
1942, and they were what? $45 a shot. And so the bill comes back, it's $530.
You march over to me, you throw me the bill, and you go, you need to deal with this. And it was $500.
Because it came us and it was like
$600
16
and they were
1942
dying.
shots, and I was like, oh, and then remember Katy Perry?
I loved Katy Perry.
Oh my God,
She was the
yeah.
best.
There was this girl who
Was her
literally
name
looked
Katie.
looked
Was her
like
name
Katy
Katy?
Perry, and we were like, oh my God, that girl looks like Katy Perry,
We kept
like
calling her
fully.
Katy Perry.
She comes over, we're like, what's your name? She goes, Katie. I'll never forget that.
Why are there 7 billion people? And why do each one of us have our own fingerprint?
I was like, oh wait, what?
So then, I remember walking
wanna take
outside
it.
the bar with you guys.
Oh yes, we're like, let's go home after we paid the mortgage on this bar. We made up for all the COVID loss.
We did. We really did. I did.
And we were like, okay, we're gonna go home. Orion's gonna take us home. And she goes, not me. I won't be going home. My Uber's coming. I've been talking to this guy on Hinge all night.
He Ubered me to his house, and yeah. That's all I'm saying. When I woke up, I had adjusted the setup of the living room. The coffee table had been pushed all the way out of the way. I rearranged furniture.
You're kidding.
Well, I was doing things where the coffee table had to be moved. Like, you know that kind of hookup where it's like the hookup that goes so well that you didn't intend to be like, it's so good that in the morning when they roll over on top of you, you're like, oh shit. It happened again. I was folded in half. We pop this out. Okay, ready? Wait.
Well, okay, what?
That's when to bleep out. I don't know why, before we left to go on this excursion, I decided it would be a good night just to douche for no reason.
Oh, wait, why can't we keep this in?
No, because the public is not going to.
I douche every day.
Right, but I don't. So I just decided, I'll just.
Well, we should normalize douching.
Okay, well.
Women need to douche, too.
Thank God I did.
Okay, hot. Hot.
Can we just briefly pan to all the,
The ducks.
duck your head. Yeah, the golden geese are over here just listening to our.
They're like, yeah, girl,
That's
get it
right.
in.
Work.
Girl. Work. I was his biggest fan.
So much. I miss him so much. Are we going to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So if you guys have watched the Lake Merritt vlog, I'll link it right here. That was when her and her ex started dating. And that was the beginning of what we thought was a beautiful relationship, and it all crumbled. Go ahead. And the floor is yours.
I don't know how to explain it much more succinct than that. So I started reading this book called How Not to Die Alone, and she talks about like if you're a maximizer or whatever. So this is okay.
A maximista.
I'm just gonna tell you what she says, like the spark notes of what she says a maximizer is.
Tell me.
Someone who likes to research everything and like find like the right one. Someone who insists that they'll never settle. Someone who
just call her Camille.
Oh my God, I was like, I fucking clucked. Like I felt like seen. You're afraid if you make the decision, you'll make the wrong one. So you just research and research and research. And even if you're not even if you buy the thing that you research so well and you think you're going to be happy with it, you might not be if you had just made a choice.
Girl, you are Ariana and Big Sean. Research.
Oh,
that's all you do.
Who's supposed to be doing research?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a maximizer.
Maximizer.
And then she also talked about attachment style, which I know about attachment style, but the way she discussed attachment styles in dating, she was like, no.
Wait, what's the first one called?
Anxious.
And the one is avoidant?
There's anxious avoidant or anxious avoidant, and then there's secure.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, Maslow's hierarchy of needs and attachment theory.
Oh.
So it's a psych 101 kind of level shit. But when I really started thinking about it, I know I'm an anxious attachment style, and I know why.
And what does that mean?
Fears being abandoned. I don't fear abandonment, but fears if you feel the other person drawing away, then you want to tend to over care and let me be a provider and make your value, show your value and
you know. do that.
So then it was talking about how his attachment style is avoidant, and then they'll be oh, I'm so busy with work. I just feel like I can't give you what you need right now. I'm okay,
his favorite line.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
This is literally it. And that's the worst kind of person to be with when you're anxious, because you'll just feed into it while they're they're trying to do this. And so she has this thing called fuck the spark. She's the spark is always
the spark.
She's the spark is always gonna fade.
You
have to choose to make a commitment.
Yeah.
And if you find a relationship that you feel this is a person I could build a life with, that's the kind of relationship you need to go after.
Yes.
Which is conflicting because that's how I felt about him. And I felt instead of knowing that his attachment style is to, he actually told me, didn't say it in those words, but made it clear he's gonna pull away. I fed into it more instead of having a way to be independent. And I don't know, some part of me still feels
you miss him and love him.
I do, and I just feel I feel my mom's words are in my head of maybe it just was timing. I don't know. I want to reach out to him.
That sounds anxious.
I want to reach out to him all the time, but I have so much ego and pride that I don't want to be the one to reach out and then have him still be no, I'm good, and then feel absolutely crushed. So I just distract myself with other men. I felt I needed to get under a new man to get over the old one.
Well, you know what? You go ahead. If you end up you want to reach out to your ex, I won't blame you.
No, because
I broke into my ex's house.
Logan Uri's book, all that stuff was about. She was block him, block his mom, block everybody you know.
Block his mom.
Don't want to see it.
I was this close to flying to my ex's family's house, but I didn't do it because that's probably a bad decision. I'm glad I didn't. Yeah. But I would have. I mean, if I had a do-over, I might have.
I just honestly, I know everyone says fuck closure and closure is bullshit, but I just feel we never had the actual argument about why we were breaking up and
No, I don't think fuck closure. I still struggle with my ex because of that. I would have I still want closure.
The other day I got really fucking emotional cutting status, and I went through all of our old texts, read all of our old texts, and read all these old journal.
You wanted to die.
No, and then I really was oh my God, who was I during this period? I was so clouded emotionally. The things he said were it wasn't even a full breakup text. It was hey, I just don't feel I'm giving you the things you need, and we might need to pivot. It wasn't I don't think it was him legitimately trying to even break up with me, and I was I'm good, bye. I kind of broke up with him. I thought I didn't, but I think I might kind of have.
No, you probably did.
But he did say, this has nothing to do... They did say that people who are avoidant will make up will pick.
They'll
like,
make you break up with them.
Well, they'll pick things that they'll pick like physical traits that they can't get over. So for me, I kept saying, I think it's because I'm fat. I think it's because I'm fat. I think it's because I'm fat. And now I'm like, I don't need him to know that I'm not. Like, he knows I'm not fat anymore, but like, I do want to get snatched as fuck and then have him be like, okay, what the fuck are you doing? Because you be looking snacky AF. And I'll be like, yeah, I do.
I know these fucking boys, when they move back into their parents' house, they have no sense of self or sense of awareness, or all of the growing up they've done in their life completely reverts back to zero. So I get that.
Yeah, so like,
I just think that the bailing on you 4 times was
was
just rude.
But this is why I need to have this conversation with you and like be reminded of like, you highlight all the things that you think were good and you forget all the things that you were really disappointed by. And I'm making it seem better than it is, and it does bother me, and all those things were fucked up. Oh my god, look at this little hummingbird. Look. Right there visiting us. Hi, little hummingbird. Hi,
Did I catch it? Oh, there it is.
Oh my god, who do we know that died that loves us? It's like our literal fucking spiritual angel with us. Hello.
So cute.
Oh my god, dip down.
Why is he hanging out with us?
I'm like, look, oh my god. This is crazy. Yeah, but this is why I need you guys to remind me, like, girl, no, he flaked on you 4 times and like canceled shit. No, he never
Canceled
gave you
flights.
what you needed. He did not.
4 times in a row.
He just
Because he was supposed to be at the cabin. He was supposed to come with us to the cabin and be in the vlog. And
I'm so glad he wasn't, though. I was so fucking. And you need to remind me how fucking miserable
you were
I was.
fucking
She
miserable.
looked at me and she literally, we're standing by the island in the kitchen. Out of nowhere, you just looked at me and you go, "Are you happy?" I fucking burst into tears and had to hide.
You'll never forget
Burst
that.
into tears. I was like, damn, bro, if this isn't my friend completely fucking seeing me in this moment that I don't even want to be seen and like understanding me without speaking, that shit was crazy.
Her birthday trip.
Honey, this is your sign.
Yeah.
It really was that.
Yeah, but if you went back to him, I wouldn't be mad. I would be like, okay. I would still support you.
Is this part of my life where I do the stupid shit where I go back to someone and look like a fucking idiot and all my friends go, "We told you not to fucking go back to him." And
I wouldn't say that.
You would.
No, I wouldn't. I would never say that.
I want to text him so bad. I don't even know what to say though. Anything short of him literally crawling back to me on his hands and knees and being like, "I'm so sorry. I fucked up. I didn't deserve you. I realize now what I did was wrong. Let me fix this." That would be the only reason I would fucking take him back. And now here I am, like plotting all these.
But that was just a storybook you just like made up. You know what I mean?
I don't think he would because he has too much pride. Do you think he ever would, based on his personality type? Do you think he would put his ego aside and apologize?
Yeah.
So this is literally the most confused I've ever been after a guy. You know me. I'm like, if I'm fucking off you, I'm off you. I'm done with you. You're dead to me. I don't know you. Move to a new zip code because you're not going to be happy. If you see me walking by the street, you're going to be upset. And now I'm like fucked up in the head. I'm fucked up in the head about it. Like,
look, whatever you decide, I'm sure we'll make a vlog about it. We really just show them the vlog. Send them the link. At the lake, we're gonna go to Camille's house. Look at her BMW. Look at her. Okay, bye. See you in a second. See you at Camille's house.
Hi, myself. Hi, myself.
Hi, myself. Hi, baby. Hi.
Like a mom jean. It makes my ass look flat and nasty. Like, what happened to her ass?
Where did it?
Who stole her ass?
Where did it? The front looks really good. I would say the back is not doing you justice.
Right. Like what?
It's doing you Claire's. It's not doing you justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Claire's?
Like Claire's Injustice.
Oh.
Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Like a limited to situation. And Dawn and baking soda.
Zoe got skunked.
Skunk really, what did you say? That skunk really...
She got bodied by that skunk.
She got bodied by that skunk. Did you park in a parking driveway?
But give us a pose. Don't just stand
I got
there.
a thick thigh, no self-tanner on.
Give us a ooh. So if you guys have seen Yoga with Shanti on Shanti's channel, we saw this painting that one of our roommates left behind when they moved. And it's just a beautiful, gorgeous painting that is just in the background of the video, really adds to it, I think. And it disappeared one day and we're like, where did it go? Like this huge painting, like it's gone, like whatever. Mind you, Camille lives not 30 miles away from me and it's sitting in her house. Well, Camille's about to cut my hair. She's the only one I trust to do it because everybody else destroys it.
Oh yeah, we're giving slight Chewbacca.
Watch me go from Chewbacca to Princess Leia.
And so sweet and amazing. She's like, Neil's gonna do a build out. Let's get it really like, oof.
Ooh.
Oof. Okay.
Bush, mama.
Bush mama. Just to like articulate, like, woof. So the other day I was stalking Yoga Bay's Instagram.
Yoga Bay.
Yoga Bay. And, okay, I'll just admit it, I was masturbating. And, so I'm stalking his IG and realized he has this podcast app on this podcast I've never heard of. So I go search it, listen to it, start listening to it. It's not good. It's like...
He was a guest?
Yeah. But anyways, I just listened for shits and giggles.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow. In comparison, I understand now why people tell us we have, like, we're very... This is going to be the wrong terminology, but, like, we're very listen-toable. Because listening to him talk made me just feel like he was stupid.
Our podcast is captivating. We're spilling all the tea.
No, we're not.
Oh, this is the first time hearing about this.
Wait, I don't want people to know this.
What did he do to you, bitch?
Fuck, I should not drink before we record because then I'm like an open book and I hate that.
Captivating. Really, truly.
The Gag Is with Erica and Camille on the Apple Podcast app. Go subscribe right now.
There's, like, enough there you could listen to for, like, a couple days in the car if you started commuting again, or even if you're just bored and, like, need to clean your room.
Literally do dishes.
I waxed my brother's back. I cut my brother's hair. I'm an excellent hair cutter. We got the sideburns, just good, cute.
Dixie D'Amelio, is that you?
Oh my god, so cute. I was testing this little girl today, and my hair looked good, and then I had my mask on. She goes, I'm not even gonna lie, you look like Addison Rae. And I was like, oh
my god.
you just made my day.
But now that she says it, she's right. She's right.
I was like, she's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
And I was like, I'm gonna tell my best friend this, and she's gonna die. She's gonna really die.
Not wrong.
That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much.
That is really
yeah,
sweet.
her hair the other day, like on the red carpet, it looks exactly like
yes.
that. I was like,
yeah, the MTV Movie Awards.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she not lying.
Yes.
Serving you Addison Rae and her Kourtney Kardashian.
I'll be Courtney.
Wait, honestly though?
Wait. Courtney and Addie?
Have nothing on us.
Drop the Addie.
Wait, you gotta start doing Courtney's voice like I do.
Girl that works here.
Thank you.
Loki. Wild. Isaac and Agua. That is a great first grade boyfriends, man. It's a real deal.
Thanks for watching, you guys. Like this video because I know you liked it. Please subscribe to the podcast, The Gag Is with Erica and Camille on the Apple Podcast app. Follow.
Go listen. It's fun.
No. Go listen. Go. You made it all the way through this video. Clearly you like us. Follow Camille on Instagram.
Yeah.
Post on all her pictures his loss.
Wait, actually, I love that. I love that for me.
Follow for more thoughty revenge body pictures.
I really want to get to the point. I have like a really weird chin right now, but I really want to get to the point where I'm like in a picture and I just go like this and go, and just have him just like, oh shit,
Wait.
I fucked up.
Wait.
I have like a really weird tan right now.
Let's make that happen. What else? Oh, why is my lip gloss up here? That's so.
That's the end of the video.
Why was
That's the end of the video.
Bye, guys. Goodbye.